Hello, Tom here. Thought I'd do a bit of a video to tell you what I've been working on recently. I haven't put out much content in a while, videos and stuff. The daily decibels kind of stopped. And that's not because I wasn't enjoying them, it was just I took on a lot of really cool, exciting projects, and that's what I want to show you today and give you a little bit of a tour of my space and what I've been doing with my time during the days. And yeah, I think during lockdown and stuff, things slowed down a bit, and I kind of recently decided to really ramp up what I'm doing. So yeah, there's a lot going on in my life, and I do appreciate everyone's patience while I kind of work on these things and not put out too much daily decibel content. I was thinking about maybe finishing it and putting out more polished videos, maybe every week or every couple of weeks. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, and also if any of these projects I'm about to show you interest you. Let me know and I'll talk some more about them if I'm able to. Anyway, let's stop being awkward and I'll switch to the tour. Well, that's zoomed in. So this is my workspace, my little cave. It's my casting couch. And I have some nature out the window. There is a nice view, but I don't really want to go and show the full view because it kind of pinpoints exactly where my house is. I've got a list here, hold on. So one of the things I've been working on is building stuff on Raspberry Pis, and I've done a few projects for various people. And this one that I'm currently working on is a voice changer. So this is the what's currently happening on the Pi, and all the code's on there. You talk into this little microphone and you can change your voice with this. It's fairly straightforward. Let's see if it works. Hello, 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 1, 2, 3. And you can change your voice. Hello, check, 1, 2. Please no feedback. We got a robot as well. Turn that off. Yeah, and the way I've done it is I've just used a little number pad plugged in to the Pi, because it's an easy way to just have buttons, and then in the pure data it's just capturing the key presses and changing things like pitch shifting and vocoding and stuff like that. There's also some samples. Might give you a bit of an idea of what this is for. And yeah, since I've made this, a couple of other people have become interested in this technology, because all it is this in a little case and a battery, and you can kind of, change your voice. And I'm just using the inbuilt sound that comes with the Raspberry Pi, and it seems like the delay is only about 20 milliseconds, so it's not actually impossible to deal with. So yeah, and I've been doing a few other Raspberry Pi find it quite fun. I find it quite fun working in pure data as well. Moving over here, you probably see I've got a bunch of other stuff, Arduino stuff. Okay, so these things here, what happened after I got COVID? I got sick multiple times. You might have noticed in my updates, I'm like, oh, I'm sick again. And yeah, I kind of got sick six times within about 6 months, and I don't know, it didn't feel right. And I went, what was happening is I started getting these weird heart palpitations. So I went to a doctor straight away, and they hooked me up to an ECG, and everything was fine. I got all my blood tests done and everything was fine. Apparently I'm super healthy according to all their statistics and numbers, and the diagnosis was, it wasn't completely set in stone, but it's just kind of these heartbeats that happen a little bit too early, and then the heart pauses for a second, and then it kind of releases all the blood in a kind of an extra thump. And this was only happening about 5 or 6 times a day, and most people, most of the doctors I've talked to have just been like, it's nothing to worry about, it's not going to kill you or shorten your life. But anyway, I was really interested in actually seeing what that looked like. So I built my own ECG machine and my own pulse rate thing, just so I could actually look at it on the screen. But of course, what happened is as soon as I built the fucking thing, it stopped happening. So I haven't had it for quite a while now. But I do have this cool setup where I can monitor the electrical signals of my heart. That combined with my EEG brainwave machine and various other biometric stuff. I am working on building a music generator based on a human's kind of vital signals. That's something that's in the works, and I'm going to be showcasing that at Twisted Frequency Festival this New Year's Eve. So this is a low priority at the moment, but I'm really excited about getting this all hooked up and kind of like strapping people in and getting them to meditate and having that make nice ambient drone music and that sort of thing. Over on the screen, or this computer down here, you see we've got a bit of a mess around here. This is where the Cosmotron usually runs. You might have noticed that I've been running that a bit lately, and I've been building that from the ground up, 3.0. I'm a lot more educated than I was kind of 5-10 years ago when I first started it, so I'm rebuilding it much more efficiently, and that's low priority as well, but yeah, so I have been running that a bit. But what I'm actually doing with this computer at the moment, well, it's connecting to a server which is doing some machine learning stuff. I won't get into the depths of it, but I've been experimenting quite a lot with machine learning and music and feeding artists' discographies into it and getting it to try and produce music that sounds like them. That's it in a nutshell. There's some big ideas that I have with this. I'm kind of hoping I can kind of do it before one of the big companies beats me to it. But I will be talking more about that in another video, I'm sure. I've trained 5 artists so far, and some really interesting results. We've been generating some music that it sounds like them on crack. So it's a lot of fun. So yeah, this is kind of like my secondary computer, my box, which is just running basic stuff. What have I got on my list here? Okay, so this is kind of my main workspace. This is just remotely connected into the Raspberry Pi, so I can work on this computer rather than work on the Raspberry Pi. Over here, I'm working on a label plugin. I have to explain this. I've been building some plugins for labels that do specific things in Ableton Live that the labels can give to their artists and DJs. It's a really interesting little area that I got into. The Alien Records team got in touch and said, can you build this particular device for us to give to our artists? And I was like, oh, that's a wicked idea. And then I just kind of approached some other labels and they were keen as well. So once I've got a few of these, I'm going to be showcasing them and what they do. I think it's a good little avenue for me to build cool things and make a bit of income and that kind of stuff. I'm also working on my next for free plugin. I won't give too much away now, but it's basically to do with noise, which sounds really boring, but and it's not black noise. Don't worry, it's an interesting noise plugin. What else have we got here? Yeah, so as far as music goes, I'm really behind on the music that I need to produce. Like haven't really produced much music in the last 2 years, and it's not because I've lost the drive. It's just because I just get really excited by other people's ideas. You might notice that pretty much everything I've done here is for other people or involves other people as the primary focus, and that really excites me. I really enjoy that. But I have had this realization lately that it's subtracting a lot from my own personal enjoyment projects, which is writing music. So I owe quite a few people remixes, which I'm really far behind. And if you're watching this, I apologize. But I've also been working on some new tracks as well. My goal is to try and actually finish an album early next year. That would be ideal. So once I get all of my external stuff sorted, I'm going to be working on that. I'm also doing some videos for Ableton and various other tutorial videos for other companies and stuff like that. As far as like hobby stuff goes, I'm fixing up an old Amiga 500. You might have seen me post a few little videos of that last year, but unfortunately it broke. And just with learning the Pi stuff and the Arduino stuff, I've kind of gotten a bit of a hang for using a soldering iron and how things work. So I'm kind of working on fixing that up. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I've got a really big list here, but there's stuff on here that I'm under NDAs with and things like that. But all in all, I've been really busy. I've been really happy, apart from a little health scare, which turned out to be nothing. But that was always a shock. I'm 39 now, and for the first time, something inside my body stopped behaving. Like I've never had anything like that, and that was just like a bit of a whoa mortality kind of thing. So yeah, I kind of threw a lot of energy into kind of sorting that out, and I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now that that's all happy. Please don't judge my monitors. My housemate has amazing monitors and a cool setup, so when I do need good sound, I take my laptop up there. And the one space I haven't shown you is the room next door, which is kind of where my live performance setup is and where I practice and just do DJ mixes and stuff. So, yeah, have a fantastic day. See you later.